Hey, welcome to your Capricorn horoscopes for the week of November 5th through the 11th. And we got some good stuff going on here with Pluto, which is still in Capricorn, 28 degrees as of the end of the week. It is going to take time for Pluto to just move on out of there back into Aquarius where it was. But we're not complaining about that, actually, because Pluto is in two different grand sextiles, which is a lot of planets working together, which is awesome. Focus is on inner trauma for Capricorn this week. Not pleasant. Pluto very much also focused on that inner trauma as well. But Pluto is our sense of power. Now, how does trauma from the past make us powerful? Well, it does if we choose to make it so. I think you Capricorns really spearhead this. You guys are probably better than anybody else at this. And I know this for a fact. It's that Capricorn grandmother of mine that has really taught me this in spades, if that makes sense. She really is a fantastic woman, and not realizing that she had had any trauma in her life until the last few years made her even more amazing, knowing that rather than breaking down like a lot of people do, rather than saying, well, this happened to me and that's why I can't have control of my life, she didn't do that. She just nose to the grind, switched gears, did what she had to do. I get it probably wasn't as easy as I'm making it sound, but that's not the point. The point isn't whether it's easy or not. It's never easy. It's never pleasant. It just is what it is. And Pluto is all about using that trauma to make you powerful, not take the power away. Pluto's grand sextile with Mercury and Venus is actually, that trauma is helping you be successful in your career. It's helping you to be successful financially. What more could you ask for, really? Just simply by not allowing that trauma to hold you back and not allowing that trauma to rule who you are, or to name who you are, for that matter. You're not your trauma. You're you. You're who you are. You're what your choices are, not what somebody else chose to do to you. Also, Pluto is still continues in the grand trine with Neptune and Uranus as well. Uranus is moving into this place where it's very much focused on the mind and how that works. Now, that is partially ideas, but also we're looking at just how much that trauma is ruling, is choosing the words of what's going on in here in terms of how the mind and how the mind works. We also have Neptune in that mix as well, which is focused on the past. And so this actually provides a perfect opportunity for you Capricorns who are very evolution is really important to you guys. Growth is really important to you guys. This grand sextile is basically giving you an opportunity to take a look back to see where you were. Are you better off now than where you were? Do you need to make improvements? Again, you Capricorns are really, really good at this sort of thing. Unless you're the type of Capricorn that likes to forget that stuff and you know that isn't helping you, right? You have to spend some time analyzing where you've been in order to recognize your improvements, in order to recognize what you've been able to achieve. That puts you in the right energetic mindset to keep going towards success. And we all know if anybody can do that, you guys are the ones that are going to be able to do that. Finally, the last thing is the moon. It's not coming into Capricorn this week, but it is moving around on the other side of Capricorn. So it does play into things in a challenging way as far as a helpful way. But specifically at the very end of the week, Pluto's square with the moon as the moon is moving into Scorpio. The moon's focus is on long-term goals. This is one of those instances, and I feel why this is so important to bring it into this. This is one of those instances where when you get emotional about what you can and can't do in terms of your success in those long-term goals, this is what starts to take your power away. So not spending a lot of time focused on your failures helps you to succeed when it seems a little scary at times. And I really feel, especially around this time, that either changes will be presented, which is not something that Capricorns really like, or there are situations that come up that just put you in that fear place in terms of your career. Like, layoffs are happening and you're sitting there going, please, 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 don't be me, don't be me, don't be me, don't be me. And you get so worried about that you start to make mistakes. And no Capricorn likes to make mistakes, but those mistakes always happen when you get into that emotional mindset and you start to freak out, right? Yes, everybody does that, but you guys are better than that. You're Capricorns. You're the people that get things done. You're the ones that know how to manage money. You're the ones that everybody relies on, that everybody comes to when they have a problem. Why? Because you're so level-headed and because you don't let that stuff get in your way. So why let it get in the way now? That's the question you got to ask yourself. This is a very good week for you guys. Lots of challenges for everybody else, but for you, it is a very good, very positive week. And when the little things come in to try and trip you up, step over them. They're not even worth bending over to pick up at this particular point. It would take too much time away from you getting towards those goals that you want to get towards. So that's what I have for you awesome Capricorns this week. If you love your horoscopes, do consider sending a tip or donation through my coffee link, which is there in the description. I love all the coffees, always appreciate that. I am also listing services on coffee as well. In the meantime, while we get the website redone and even more awesome than it was before, so you can check that out as well. If you've been wanting to know how to book some time, you can do it through that link. I'm Melissa Bruce, Heavy Metal Psychic. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. And in the meantime, just make it a great week, because you know what? That's what you guys do. Get out of that worry and go, nope, we're just going to get this done and it's going to be great. We're going to make sure that it is. You guys have a great week, and I will see you next week. Be awesome, you guys, as usual.